In this video, I answer the most common questions I get asked from first-time buyers. Let's go. What's up, my name's Alex Kerr, I'm a qualified mortgage advisor, and on this channel we provide the best tools and tips to first-time buyers. If we're meeting for the first time, please consider subscribing. Let's jump into the video. Question. I am a non-EU UK citizen. I don't have permanent rights to reside or indefinite leave to remain. I'm on a tier 2 visa, a spousal visa, a family visa, a working visa. Can I get a mortgage? Answer. Yes, as long as you've got a 10% deposit, you've got good credit, and you've been in the UK for at least 2 years. If you hit those 3 areas of criteria, you're going to have an option. If you are an EU citizen, you need a settled or pre-settled status. Question. I've got good credit, my partner's got bad credit. Can we get a mortgage in just my name with good credit? Answer. Yes, you can, as long as your income covers the mortgage you're looking to borrow. The partner with bad credit will sign an occupancy form which will effectively waive their rights to the property. Question. I only have 1 or 2 months pay slips. Can I get a mortgage? Answer. Yes, if you're changing jobs within the same line of work. Yes, if you're changing from self-employed or contractor or agency worker to employed in the same line of work. Yes, if you've just come out of education. No, if you're changing from a completely different line of work and the industry's different and you're coming into a new line of work. The key thing here is that you're not on a probation period. If you are, you're going to have to wait till that's over, and some lenders will ask for an extra month on top as well. No, if you're changing from a completely different line of work and a different industry, and definitely not if you've decided to set up a limited company and pay yourself 1 or 2 months pay slips, or pay a partner or someone within your family through that limited company. A limited company owner needs to supply 1 year's worth of accounts and needs to be trading for a minimum of 1 year's. There's a myth that you can set up a limited company and pay yourself and use the pay slips. No, not true. Question. Can I use cryptocurrency as a source of deposit? Answer. What we need to remember is that cryptocurrency is unfamiliar and relatively new. It is also unregulated, which puts it into the highest risk category of money laundering, and proof of deposit is required to satisfy money laundering regulations. Some lenders that we have spoken to about this have no policy on deposits acquired through digital currency investment, and other building societies will accept deposits derived from Bitcoin profits with appropriate proof. The biggest issue is that sometimes it's hard to prove where the money came from that's invested into crypto. My advice is that if you insist on using cryptocurrency as proof of deposit, stick with Bitcoin, because that's more well known, and more importantly, you have an audit trail to verify where the funds came from, and you can prove that the account is in your name. Question. Am I a first-time buyer if my parents added me to the deeds of a property 450 years ago? Answer. Unfortunately not. If you're on the deeds on any property in any country, even if it's just a small percentage, you've lost your first-time buyer rights because you have owned a property. Some lenders will allow you to choose their first-time buyer products, but as far as government schemes are concerned and stamp duty, you're not a first-time buyer. Question. How much stamp duty will I have to pay, and when is the end date? Answer. There's so many variables that can affect the amount of stamp duty that someone pays. It's in a tiered system. If you complete before a certain date, it could change. If you're a first-time buyer, if you own other properties, best bet, go to mortgagechain.co.uk, go to the stamp duty calculator, type in the property you want to buy and by which date you're going to purchase it, and if you're a first-time buyer, and it will tell you every time the stamp duty payable. I earn £5,000 a year. Can I get a mortgage for £4.2 million? Answer. In that instance, no. Generally speaking, you can borrow 4.5 times income after any debts are deducted. For example, if you've got loan payments of £100 a month, 100 times 12 is 1,200. Take 1,200 off your income before you times your income by 4.5. If you've got credit cards, just take 3% of the balance, times that by 12 and deduct that from your income. Some lenders will lend either 5 or 5.5 times income if you earn over a certain threshold, either single or joint is okay, normally around 50,000 and above. There are 1 or 2 lenders that could lend up to 6 times if your profession is classed as professional. Question: does paying into a pension have a negative effect on a mortgage? Answer: when submitting a mortgage application, a mortgage lender will ask us to do a budget planner or ask you to do a budget planner, and on there what they will ask if you have any salary deductions such as pension payments. If that's the case, they will take it into account in the affordability. Some lenders will penalise you more than others. Generally speaking, it doesn't have as big an impact as if it was a loan payment, for example. Just do an affordability calculation on a mortgage lender's website. Santander have a good one and you'll be good to go. Question: can I get help to buy a mortgage if I'm not a UK citizen? The answer is unfortunately not. You do need to be a UK citizen or have permanent rights to reside or indefinite leave to remain. Question: I've been saving for the last 10 years. Do I need to provide 10 years worth of bank statements to the mortgage lender? The answer to that question, it depends on the amount of transactions. If you had a period of 3 years where you didn't put any deposits into the bank account, that means for 3 years the deposit wouldn't change. You wouldn't need to supply bank statements for any of that period. The mortgage lender's only interested in statements that have transactions on when there's been a deposit and the balance has changed. You just need to be able to provide an audit trail for every transaction. Today's question: have you got any further questions you'd like to know? Let me know in the comments.